Whispers of us in the hush of dawn's embrace, I find your name in golden rays. Soft as petals, light as air, love unspoken, yet everywhere. Hand in hand, through storms we glide, hearts aligned, our souls abide. Not just words, but truth we weave, love like ours will never leave. Eternal echoes of us, I found you not in fleeting days, nor in the hurried steps of time, but in the spaces left between the heartbeats that now echo mine. Before we met, the world was still, a whisper lost upon the breeze. But now your voice is melody, a song that dances through the trees. Your laughter paints the morning light, your touch, the warmth of summer's air. The world feels softer in your gaze, and love is real because you're there. With every night, I dream anew, not of the stars nor silver seas, but of your eyes that hold the depth of all the love you've given me. Let time unravel thread by thread. Let seasons shift and rivers bend, for even if the earth should break, my love for you will never end. A love that time cannot fade. I loved you long before the dawn had kissed the earth with golden light, before the stars had learned to shine, before the moon first graced the night. I loved you in the breath of winds that wandered free across the sea. In whispered prayers the rivers sang, in ancient roots of ageless trees. Your name was etched upon my soul, before my lips had learned its sound, before my hands had traced your face, before my arms had wrapped around. And when at last our fates entwined, as rivers join and cease to roam, I knew my heart had found its rest, your love my shelter, light, and home. Oh love, no winter winds could break the fire that in our souls remains, and no distance time, nor sorrow's weight could ever pull apart our chains. For love is not a fleeting thing, not spoken words that fade with years, but echoes that outlive the past, a melody the heart still hears. So let the world rise up in storms, let mountains crumble, rivers dry, for even when the stars burn out, our love will never say goodbye. Where love never ends, I loved you before, I knew your name, before my hands had traced your face, before the world had whispered fate, before my soul had found its place. You were the breath inside my lungs, the quiet song the heavens knew, the light that turned the darkness soft, the dream my heart had clung unto. I wandered through the endless night, through hollow roads and empty skies, searching for a love like this, for something real that never dies. Then like the dawn that wakes the world, like rivers carving through the stone, you came and filled the hollow space, and love became a thing I've known. Your touch became my sacred ground, your voice, the melody I breathe, your heart, the rhythm time obeys, your love, the home I'll never leave, your love, the home I'll never leave. And though the winds may rise and rage, though tides may turn and seasons bend, no force of time, nor fate, nor fear, could break a love that will not end. For love is more than fleeting days, more than words in whispered air, more than kisses, more than touch, more than moments we can share. It is the thread through endless years, the echo in each breath we take, the promise that, through life and death, our love remains, our love won't break. So when the stars fade from the sky, when even time begins to slow, know that my heart still beats with yours no matter where, no matter how. For we are bound beyond the flesh, beyond the days we leave behind. A love that neither space nor time can steal, can break, can redefine. And when the earth has spun its last, when even oceans cease to move, my love will linger in the winds, forever searching still for you. Where love never ends, I loved you before I knew your name. Before my hands had traced your face, before the world had whispered fate, before my soul had found its place. You were the breath inside my lungs, the quiet song the heavens knew, the light that turned the darkness soft, the dream my heart had clung unto. I wandered through the endless night, through hollow roads and empty skies, searching for a love like this, for something real that never dies. Then like the dawn that wakes the world, like rivers carving through the stone, you came and filled the hollow space, and love became a thing I've known. Your touch became my sacred ground, your voice, the melody I breathe, your heart, the rhythm time obeys, your love, the home I'll never leave. And though the winds may rise and rage, though tides may turn and seasons bend, no force of time, nor fate, nor fear could break a love that will not end. For love is more than fleeting days, more than words and whispered air, more than kisses, more than touch, more than moments we can share. It is the thread through endless years, the echo in each breath we take, the promise that, through life and death, our love remains, our love won't break. So when the stars fade from the sky, when even time begins to slow, know that my heart still beats with yours no matter where, no matter how. For we are bound beyond the flesh, beyond the days we leave behind. Love that neither space nor time can steal, can break, can redefine. And when the earth has spun its last, when even oceans cease to move, my love will linger in the winds, forever searching still for you. A love that outlives time. I loved you before the first light broke, before the dawn had kissed the sky, before the oceans learned to rise, before the winds had learned to sigh. I loved you in the silent dark, before the world had found its name, before the stars were set in place, before the fire became a flame. You were the echo in the void, the hush before the thunder rolled, the whisper in the restless air, the spark before the embers glowed. And when this world was born anew, when rivers ran and mountains grew, when sky met earth and night met day, my heart was made to beat for you. Through endless years, through shifting time, through lifetimes lost, through love undone, I searched for you in fleeting dreams, in golden light, in setting sun. I traced your voice in waves that crash, in rain that weeps, in winds that call. I felt your warmth in summer's breath. I knew your soul. I knew it all. And when at last our paths entwined, as rivers meet, as roots embrace, it was no chance, nor twist of fate, but love that time could not erase. For love like ours is written deep, not bound by flesh, nor caged by days. It does not break, it does not fade, it does not end in earthly ways. No distance vast, no years apart, could strip my love or steal its glow. For what we are is infinite, a love the heavens long to know. A love the heavens long to know. If should crack, if worlds should fall, if all the stars should cease to gleam, my love would rise beyond the dust, beyond the end of every dream. And if the tide should pull us far, if fate should write a cruel decree, I'd chase you past the edge of time, beyond the vast, uncharted sea. I'd walk through fire, cross endless night, break through the chains of life and death, to find you where the echoes rest, to call your name with my last breath. And even when the earth is still, when all that is has turned to dust, my love will weave through space and time, through light, through dark, through all for us. So let the years slip through our hands, let oceans swell and mountains fall, for even when this life is done, our love will outlast, beyond it all. Whispers of you in the hush of dawn's embrace. I hear your name in golden rays. The wind, a messenger so true, carries whispers soft of you, carries whispers soft of you. Your laughter dances in the trees, a melody upon the breeze. The stars, they shine, but not as bright as the fire within your light. No poet's ink, no painter's hue could sketch the love I hold for you. For in your eyes, I see my home, my heart is yours, no more to roam. Endless as the tide, I loved you in the quiet dawn, when shadows stretched and yawned awake. I loved you when the stars were drawn across the sky for love's own sake. I loved you in the autumn sigh, as golden leaves fell soft and slow. I loved you neath the winter sky, where frost-kissed dreams began to grow. I loved you when the springtime bloom unfolded soft in petals bright. I loved you through the summer's tune, as waves caress the shore in light. I love you now, in time's embrace, with every breath, with every beat. No force, no fate, no fleeting space could make this love no defeat. For love like this, both fierce and free, will linger past the star's demise, a whisper on the endless sea, a promise written in the skies. In every lifetime, I'd choose you if time were but a fleeting stream, and love a moment, lost in dream, I'd find you still in endless skies, a spark within my longing eyes. Through ancient lands where echoes call, through golden fields where petals fall, I trace the winds, I chase the seas just to find you, just to breathe. For love is more than fleeting touch, more than stars that burn too much. It's every whisper soft and true, each heartbeat that belongs to you. I've loved you once in lives before, where kingdoms fell and legends soared. I'll love you in the years ahead, where time stands still and words are said. When winter drapes the earth in white, I'll hold you close, I'll hold you tight. And when the springtime calls anew, I'll walk through blossoms just with you. In summer's heat, when skies are wide, I'll stand beside you, arms spread wide. Arms spread wide. And when the autumn paints the air, I'll love you still. I'll meet you there. For love is not a passing thing, not just the warmth that summers bring. It's in the silence, in the fight, in endless days, in endless nights. So even when the stars grow cold, when stories end, when time feels old, I'll find you in the endless blue. In every lifetime, I choose you. A love that time can never fade. I loved you long before the dawn, before the earth was shaped and spun. Lo, before the rivers carved their way, before the moon first kissed the sun. I loved you in the ancient past, when mountains rose from dust and stone, when echoes formed from whispered dreams, and hearts were carved from love alone. I loved you when the ocean swayed, before the waves had touched the sand, when time was but a fleeting breath, and fate was drawn by unseen hands. I found you in the quiet stars where silver light adorned the sky. I traced your name in constellations, a love too deep to say goodbye. And when the world began to bloom, when flowers opened, kissed by spring, I felt your soul in petals soft in every bird that dared to sing. Through summer's blaze, through autumn's gold, through winter's hush, so fierce yet true. I loved you then, I love you now, through seasons old and seasons new and uncare. If lifetime shattered, worlds collapsed, if fate had turned and pulled apart, I'd find you still in realms unknown, for love like ours is bound in heart. No force, no time, no breath, no death could steal the love that we have made. For even when the stars burn out, this love will never fall or fade. So if the heavens call my name and time commands that I must go, I'll wait beyond in endless light until your soul comes home to know that love like ours is not just spoken, nor just written on the sea, but carved into the bones of time, forever you, forever me. And beyond forever, I loved you before the first breath of spring, before the dawn knew the warmth it could bring, before the rivers carved paths to the sea. I was yours, and you were with me. I loved you beneath ancient skies, where time was but a whispered sigh. Before the stars first learned to gleam, you were the heart inside my dream. Through every lifetime, I have known a love like ours is carved in stone. No storm could break, no tide erase the touch of you, the time, the place. I have found you in every age, across the world, across the page, in songs unsung, in tales untold, in hearts that burned, in hands that hold. And if the sky should lose its hue, if days grow dark, if years pass through, I'd walk through fire, I'd cross the deep, to find your soul, to love, to keep. For love like this will never fade, not bound by time, nor lost in shade. It lingers on when worlds depart, etched in light upon my heart. So even when the stars fall low, when time runs out and winds won't blow, I'll find you past the edge of never, for you and I are beyond forever.